Well, good morning. Happy Friday for me. It's Leza live on the radio on the news 103.5 FM KYCA. Friday for me, anyone?
Just Friday for you.
Friday for me. Yeah. Today is my last day of the week for work. So there you go. It's only Tuesday for most of y'all.
Yeah.
But heading off on vacation tomorrow. So excited.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited for today because we have a couple of rock stars in the building going to play some music for us. Looking forward to the band All She Wrote coming up a little later on at this hour.
Yeah.
So was it a choice to be gone during the election?
You know what? It really wasn't, but how wonderful is that?
You couldn't have timed it any better.
I tell you what, just as things are ramping up, right, I am heading out. And filled out my ballot last night, have my sticker on my shirt. I voted sticker. Going to go and drop that puppy off on my way home after work today. So sat down and read all the propositions and everybody's opinions and filled it out.
There.
There's a lot there.
There's
yes.
a lot there to go over.
And I know Charlie Arnold just took some time and shared his opinions, and a lot of the hosts in the show before us have done that, which is helpful. Yeah. Whether you agree or not, it's helpful to hear their takes. So, yeah, I'm done. Check, and check. Let's go.
I got my ballot last night. I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, I haven't had a test like this since I was in college. I mean, it's 2 pages.
It is.
I mean,
it's
you
a
got to
big
do
one.
your homework.
It is a big one.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So there you go. And I want to report that I have a very clean mouth this morning after yesterday's debacle.
Yes.
Yes.
Never again.
Never got through that.
Matt's just shaking his head.
He is. He's like, what? What?
Here we go.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's important. It's important and it's relatable.
You
Everybody
went and
can relate.
Aquafresh, right?
No, I had Crest in my little tip-out, drawer in my bathroom, but I told you I was testing out the Colgate because it's trial size, right? It's travel size.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll try this and see if I like it for my trip. Oh, man, trash. Yeah.
We can't have you with a dirty mouth.
No, and I did some extra research for y'all because, that's what I do. I'm here for
Just
you.
for us.
Yeah, I'm here for you. I realized the reason you put the water on the bristles and not the paste. You put the water on the bristles of your toothbrush first and then put the paste on, because if you go and put water on that paste, you're risking that paste might be washed off of
Correct.
your toothbrush. Okay? So I know Brandon's not in this morning, or should I say Councilman Montoya.
Yes.
I need to call him. If you guys know him, text him and tell him that is why, because he doesn't do it, and he's risking every time that he might lose that pea-size amount of toothpaste down the drain.
But
Am I right or am I right, Drew?
You're correct.
Thank you.
But if you've been doing it for years,
Yes.
you should have it timed out where you know just the right amount so it doesn't wash it down the drain. At least that's what I do.
Well, what do you do if you go into another place or you're in a hotel? The water pressure's different. Is it going to wash it off the brush? Is it,
Right.
You got to think
Wait.
about these things.
Hold on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're supposed to brush your teeth when you're not at your home?
Wait, I missed. What? I'm confused. Actually, you know what? I didn't hear anything that both of you just said because Carol just texted me and she's like, "Are you okay? I just tuned in and it's yesterday's show." Maybe because we're talking about toothpaste again. Carol, everything is just fine. Carol's going to be filling in for me for the rest of this week, so that's a treat for y'all.
And
Looking forward to
we're
that.
looking forward to having her.
Fabulous. Okay, some more information on brushing your teeth. You ready? Oral hygiene seems simple, but as we have discussed the past couple days, it can be kind of complicated, right? But let's see. There's a new poll that asked over 30,000 people how they squeeze a tube of toothpaste. How do you squeeze it, Matt?
Bottom up.
You do. You actually take the time to grab the bottom and squeeze it up.
Yeah, I get the comb or toothbrush and I shove it from the bottom up. Yeah.
When you get a brand new tube, do you start at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what about you, Drew?
I use the little plastic one, so I
that
just
squirts.
flip the top and give it
Okay.
a squirt, and away we go.
But do you squeeze the tube from the middle or from the bottom or from the top?
Well, it's not a tube.
It's
I'm
a pump?
I'm using the ones that are in the little plastic containers, and like
Like a
almost-
pump.
Yeah, like a pump, and
Okay,
you just squeeze
okay.
it
And it
put
comes
on.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it comes
All
out.
right. Well, this survey found that 72% say they squeeze from the bottom of the tube like you, which makes sense. 20% of people say they squeeze the toothpaste from the top of the tube, which doesn't make as much sense. And this is a great question to ask. Have you ever disagreed with someone you share toothpaste with about how you should use it? Now, see, here's the thing. You probably have your own toothpaste, Matt. You live alone.
Of course.
Do you have your own toothpaste or do you share, Drew?
No, I have my own toothpaste.
I have my own toothpaste,
Jamie
too.
likes her toothpaste. I like mine. We just leave it alone.
I know. I love that. I love that because I can see where people would get annoyed if you didn't squeeze it the same way, right?
Oh, that could be detrimental to your relationship.
Right. But I have found that when I have a full tube, I squeeze right from the middle. I just give it a nice squeeze. I don't worry about until it's almost gone do I start squeezing and scraping it up from the bottom. But, a nice full tube, very satisfying. Give it a shot. Give it a try. That might be one of your problems, Matt.
Believe me, you don't have time for all my problems.
Okay, so then in the same survey, I've had this survey on my desk for weeks because I thought it was something important to talk about, but we never had time. Finally, people were asked, how much toothpaste do you typically use? And 28% say they squeeze out a full brush length of toothpaste. Is that what you do, Matt?
Well, it's electric, so it's a circle. So yeah.
Oh, you've got the little circle one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. What about you? You use a whole.
Oh, yeah.
You do. Okay. 31% say a little less, about half the brush length, and 32% say less than that, about the size of a pea, and that's me. And that might be why I risk the toothpaste rolling off because it's kind of round.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to get concerned that our listeners are learning way too much about me.
About us.
And you. Yeah.
Yeah.
They found out today that I live alone, that I
Yeah,
You
right.
have an electric toothbrush.
electric
Okay,
toothbrush,
okay.
the circular pattern.
Okay, I'll
I
stop.
like Crest.
I'll stop. All right, that's enough.
You're an Aquafresh guy.
No, that's the family.
That's the
Okay.
fam.
I jumped ship, and I told my mom to call in. She should have called in yesterday, and she resisted.
She resisted.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's enough about that. Unless somebody has some more information on oral hygiene, please call 928-541-1016. Oh, it looks like Drew's answering the phone.
Oh, that's
Looks
great.
like he's answering the phone, so we can stand by and see who's calling in to share.
I'm interested to hear the national days because I heard one that was on
Oh, you did?
the TV news today.
Okay.
And I'm kind of disappointed that it's today.
Oh, is it National Grouch Day?
Yeah. My birthday's not. It's not my birthday yet.
Right,
So
right.
I'm very upset.
It's later on this month, right?
Yeah.
I think I wrote it down, didn't I?
I'm
I
pretty
think I
sure you did.
We have a phone call. Look, it's Victor on the line. Good morning, Victor. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing great. Did you have something to share? Are we doing it all wrong, Victor?
No, I started noticing when I go to the dentist and they use that toothpaste thing that they clean your teeth.
Yeah.
They don't put any water on it.
Oh.
So I started brushing a couple of years ago just with the toothpaste because your mouth provides enough moisture.
Yeah.
You don't need to put any water on your brush.
And have you found that you have a cleaner mouth because of it?
Yes.
See, I knew it. We are all doing
We're
it
all
wrong.
doing it wrong.
Victor, I'm going to try a
It's
waterless
worth a try.
brush.
I mean, if it's too pasty, then you can always put a little more water back in there.
Yeah, but I think pastier is better because that's I like that grit, So you're probably
Yeah,
right.
That's why I started doing it because I thought, well, it's the grit in the toothpaste that cleans your teeth, and if you dilute it down, whether you put the water on the brush or on the paste,
Yeah.
so and your mouth provides enough moisture once you start scrubbing, the salivary glands start kicking in.
You're right. You're right, Victor. We are all doing it wrong. I'm with you. I'm going to try your way tomorrow morning. Well, tonight.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
see if I have a.
listen to see how they went.
Okay. Well, I will. I'll report back to you on November 4th.
Oh.
All right. Well,
If we remember.
Thank you. Have a great day, and thank you for calling, Victor.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
What a smart guy. I never thought of that.
I
'Cause,
know.
Yeah, they literally never put water on when they're cleaning your
You're
teeth.
right. You're
Ever.
right. Ever. And also, think of all the water we've been wasting.
Another thing, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
What were you going to say, Drew?
The same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Okay.
And see, that's why we have to have different people call in so we can get different views.
We need a variety of
variety.
views.
Like the
Correct.
show.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you, Victor. That makes me so happy. Anybody else? Call in. We're here, 928-541-1016. We want to hear everybody's opinion on brushing your teeth. Anybody out there that just doesn't do it, I can't imagine when they ask you what 2 things you need on a deserted island. Me, it's toothpaste and a toothbrush. I can deal pretty much, well, maybe toilet paper. But other than that, I can pretty much survive with toothpaste and a toothbrush. I mean, a dirty mouth is just not a happy place.
Yeah.
No,
You just care about the front and the back. Got it.
pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, let's move on. Yes, it is National Grouch Day. You might have missed that. You were answering the phone. It's like Christmas for grumpy people like Matt.
Yep,
Did you wake up happy knowing that it's National Grouch Day?
I did. I was like, finally, my day is here, but it's not on my birthday. So
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed
I
in
know.
that.
It would be
But it's
nice.
close.
It would be
It's
nice
close.
if it fell on your birthday.
Yeah, it'd make more sense.
It really would. It really would. It's also Global Hand Washing Day. Should we talk about how we wash our hands? No,
That could be
no.
a whole nother hour.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, show of hands, who still scrubs singing along to Happy Birthday? Twice, as we were all taught to do during the pandemic, remember? The length of time, nobody washes their hands that long.
I'm
Nobody.
more OCD than that. I just count.
You do. How long do you count till?
30 seconds.
You really do, Matt.
Yeah, 1,000, 2 1,000,
That's
3 1,000.
impressive.
I count a lot of things. That's one of my many flaws.
I don't know if that's a flaw. I think that that's just a strategy.
That's discipline. That's good discipline.
Yeah, and then you do it the same way every time.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. We're learning so much this morning. I'm so glad I'm here. I'm so glad. All right, it's also National Information Overload Awareness Day. Whoever invented multitasking needs a pie in the face because information overload is a real thing, right? I mean, it is hard to turn it off. And so today, just be aware of it and maybe do one thing at a time. Look at Drew's answering the phone. He's talking on our live radio show. He's multitasking.
He's Google searching.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm trying.
Oh, you're doing great. It's also National I Love Lucy Day. Who doesn't love Lucy?
Really?
You know who Lucy is, right,
Of
Matt?
course. Oh, well,
You
it
love
was-
Lucy, right, Drew?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And without a doubt, some of the best looking legs in Hollywood ever.
Ah.
remember.
I didn't know she was known
Yeah,
for her gams.
Tina Turner took that title from Lucille Ball.
Aha,
and
interesting.
she was a dancer. Yeah, anyway, if you
Yeah.
follow some of her stuff,
Yeah.
that was one of her main assets that got her into Hollywood.
Was her legs.
Yeah, it was her
Wow.
legs.
Well, we thought it was her red hair and her smile and her humor.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, that
Very cool.
helped, but-
yeah, right. Didn't hurt. Did not hurt.
Did not hurt.
No.
If you remember, I reviewed a movie a year or two ago.
Yeah.
It was a biopic.
Yes, I watched it.
And that was
I
the
loved
critics
it.
didn't do much with it. It didn't get it nominated for much, and I was really disappointed.
We
'cause
loved
it.
it.
Was fantastic.
Was that the one where Nicole Kidman was Lucy?
Yes.
Yes, I
It was
watched that
very
too.
good.
And we learned a lot about her and
Uh-huh.
Desi Arnaz, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was good?
Oh,
I
very
didn't
good.
watch it. I'm just,
Yeah.
Well, if you're a Lucy fan, you should watch it
yeah.
because
What's the name of it?
I don't remember the name.
I'll have to Google it.
All right.
Again,
We'll get it.
why
Yep.
why use our brain when we've got our phones,
Well,
right?
the
Because
Google's
the brain doesn't work.
yeah, that's
As
what
fast,
it is. Yeah.
as fast, and it doesn't work because of the
Oh,
phone,
yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
It's National Shawarma Day. Love the shawarma. And I want to follow up on my report yesterday that they had the big World Championship pumpkin weigh-off yesterday in Half Moon Bay, California. A 2,471-pound pumpkin named Rudy.
From Minnesota.
Why do they name their pumpkins? That's weird. I got the top prize. Those seeds alone will sell for $30 to $40 a pop, and that's not even counting the prize money of $9 per pound, which comes out to more than $22,000. Yesterday they told us it was $30,000.
Yeah, it was 30. Yeah. Well,
Maybe the last guy did because I think last year's was bigger. But
No, I heard that it was 6 pounds heavier this year.
oh, it was. So it set a
6
record.
pounds, yeah.
Oh.
And he broke his own record.
Oh,
And this guy's from
the
Minnesota.
same guy. Oh, it's the same guy.
Same guy.
CBS Connect is failing me.
Yeah.
Failing me. All right.
well, I Googled real fast.
Yeah.
It's called Being the Ricardos, and it came out in 2021. It's 2 hours and 5 minutes, and the critics gave it a 6 out of 10.
Wow. Yeah.
So there you go.
Not great. Not great, but we enjoyed it.
What
What did
thought
you give
was
it?
great.
Do you remember what you gave it?
It was either a 4
Had a-
or 4.5.
Yeah.
It was up there.
It's
Yeah.
really good. It's really good. And Nicole Kidman it'll blow you away.
Yeah.
She does a great job.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Got some splaining to do, Lucy.
Are you guys ready for some rock and roll?
Always.
Okay, all right. Coming up next, the band, All She Wrote. We've got Dan Henry and Caleb Williams in studio, gonna sing for us and play some music for us, and tell us all about themselves. That's coming up next here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Right now, do you or someone you know experience facial pain? It's a real downer, I'm sure. But guess what? Pro Solutions Dental Group has the expertise and solutions you've been looking for. If you're suffering from TMJ or other jaw-related issues, they've got your back and your mouth. Their experienced team specializes in cutting-edge TMJ treatments designed to alleviate pain and improve your quality of life. Say goodbye to endless discomfort and hello to relief. Take charge of your well-being today. Call Pro Solutions Dental Group and let them help you live pain-free. The number, 928-776-1208, or reach them online at PrescottDentist.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. And I thought, what better way to spend the last show before my vacation than having in studio with us a couple of rock stars. Good morning. We have Dan Henry and Caleb William from the band All She Wrote in this morning. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Good. Thank you for coming in. One of our favorite things to do is have live music in studio, right, Matt?
Of course.
It's like a personal, private concert. Just for us.
So basically you're taking advantage of our local musicians.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much. All right, you guys. So you're from the area, local band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing for how long?
Oh, 2 years maybe.
2 years together.
Yeah.
Right? I'm assuming your whole lives otherwise.
Yeah, we're very old. We've been playing a long time.
You're not very old. Take it from me. Awesome. Well, why don't we just start from the very beginning? What's the story behind the band coming together? And also everybody wants to know the story behind the name, All She Wrote.
Okay. Well, we can start with the name.
Okay.
A long time ago, I was living in Texas at the time. I was obsessed with a couple songs that mention the phrase. There's like a Hank Williams song that mentions the phrase All She Wrote, and a Bruce Springsteen song called The River. And I was just driving home from work one night, listening to it, one of those songs, and I was like, yeah, that's the name.
That's it.
It's much better than what we have now.
Yeah, what was the prior name?
Oh, at that time we were called the No Sunshine Band.
Oh, that's funny.
My old bass player thought of it, but
yeah.
ever since that time, that's the name I've gone with.
Right. Okay, All She Wrote is the name. And then tell me a little bit about your background as musicians, and then we'll talk about how you came together to be a band.
I moved here from Texas 2.5 years ago.
And what brought you here from Texas?
Well, I just came to the realization after being on the earth for 40 years that I could be happier living somewhere else.
And has that been the truth?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Good. I'm
I
glad
thought
to
I
hear
could
that.
live somewhere with great scenery and wonderful weather.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of pride that people have in Texas. And
Mm-hmm.
eventually I just came to the realization I should probably be living somewhere nicer.
Okay, look at that. That's awesome. All right. So you've been here 2.5 years, but you started playing music.
I've been
when?
playing since I was probably 12
12.
years old, 30 years or maybe longer.
Right.
And
How did it start? Somebody put a guitar in your hand? Or?
my brothers had guitars,
Yeah.
but they didn't really ever play, so I just picked theirs up and
Uh-huh.
started playing and just went from there.
Yeah. Did you teach yourself or did you take lessons? Did you
Yeah.
just have that natural talent?
I had an uncle who kind of gave me an amplifier and taught me a couple songs,
Uh-huh.
and everything else I just kind of learned on my own,
Yeah.
playing with other people, picking
Right.
up their stuff.
That's amazing to me. Fantastic. And what about you, Dan? When did you start playing music?
I started playing guitar when I was, about 12 or so.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I was never really good at discipline or practice or
Yeah.
anything like that. And I really just kind of hacked at it for realistically like 30 years.
Really?
And when I got sober, part of that, like all of a sudden I was like, maybe I should try a little bit of this too.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of came to me. I was like, hey, one of my kind of goals is like I want to be playing with other people and be better at this whole thing.
Right.
And literally, I met these guys, and they just took me under their wing, and it's been really an amazing experience for me.
That's wonderful.
so,
So this
yeah.
is your first band then,
Yeah,
huh?
this is absolutely my first band.
Wow.
So, yeah, and I really couldn't have asked for like a cooler experience.
Right, like a dream come true.
Yeah, it
right
is.
here.
It
That's
is.
amazing. So how did you guys meet and decide to do this together?
I put out an ad on Craigslist
Yeah.
and on Facebook when I first got here and decided, let's
Yeah.
see what I can do.
Right.
And Dan and Dave both responded. Dave flaked out on our first rehearsal. He's the drummer.
Okay, and he's not with us this morning, but
No.
And Dave, what's his last name?
Frederick.
Okay,
He ended up joining another band, and then that didn't work out. So
he came back.
I said, we're going to jam today.
Yeah.
We're going to make this happen today. And then later, Dan sent me an email, and he said, hey, I don't really, or he said, maybe we could just jam. I live in Chino, too, so let's just jam. And he was really more of a guitar player. And we jammed one day, and I said, well, if you want to play bass, you can be in my band.
He heard me play guitar, and he said, how about you try something with a few less strings on it?
So did you basically teach him how to play the bass?
He could play a little. He
Yeah.
had a bass.
Yeah.
He didn't have a bass amp.
Right.
Our drummer had one, so we just tried it out. Really, I just liked him as a person.
Right.
And I said, let's just try you on bass, and
Yeah.
maybe it'll work.
Right.
I'm more about, someone's personality and if you can work with them, if they're going to show up
Right.
to practices.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of how this all happened. I just found the right personalities, and then we just worked on the music.
Right. So since you have a background being in a band and you just were able to put this together just all yourself, that's really cool. That's really cool that you found some talented music. Well, we have so many talented musicians in our area. I mean, we are heavy in that area. Thank goodness.
We're pretty spoiled.
We definitely are. So who are your biggest musical influences as a band?
You want to throw a couple
that's
out
a big
there?
one.
I could just talk about guitar playing.
Yeah. Sure.
Mark Knopfler, Angus Young, Jimi Hendrix.
Sure, all the big names.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
style is not really technical or smooth. I like
Right.
the sloppier, just go for it, kind of get into a fight with your guitar type
Right.
style.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, classic honky tonk country,
Mhm.
and really that 70s blues rock.
Right.
You know, the real good stuff. Allman Brothers.
Yeah.
You know, Government Mule. All of that. All Warren Haynes stuff has been huge influence on me.
Nice.
And it's cool. We play such a diverse, I mean, really diverse types of music that we get to kind of throw it all together. And eventually, if you keep doing enough different stuff all at the same time, it becomes a style of its own.
Sure.
I think that's kind of where we've ended up at.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and you have to go with the ones that the crowd actually kind of likes.
Yeah.
The ones where it's just silence. Yeah, just leave those off. The
Right.
set
Cross
list
that one
next
off
time.
there. Do you play all original music or do you do covers?
It's about half and half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depending on the audience and
Sure.
how receptive they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll mix it up.
What do you personally enjoy more?
Oh, it just depends.
Yeah.
Most of our covers don't really sound like the originals anyway.
Anyway, okay.
You just
so
kind of just go
put
for
your own
it.
take on it.
Whatever feels the best.
That's
If
fantastic.
Caleb's
my voice
got an
isn't
amazing-
totally horrible.
Yeah, he has an amazing talent for taking a song that already exists out there and really kind of making it our own. And
Yeah.
so it's something fun that people recognize, but it's also you know, a completely different take on it. And he's super talented at that.
Love that. Love that. Do you both sing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's hear him sing, shall we? And hear him play. We're gonna take a quick break, and then on the other side, All She Wrote's gonna sing and play for us. What song can we expect? You have
We're going to
something?
start with I Gave Up the Whiskey. It's kind of our newest single, if you will.
Okay, fantastic. I Gave Up the Whiskey coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Right now, just a quick reminder to you all to gather up all your jewelry, take it in and have it cleaned and inspected at the Artful Eye Jewelers. And while you're there, be sure to add to their wishes and dreams list. This is super fun to do. All you have to do is try on all the jewelry that you love and then have them add your favorites to your wishes and dreams list. It makes it super easy for your loved ones to shop for you, and you get the jewelry of your dreams. And if you do this right now, you're going to be entered into a $1,000 shopping spree at the Artful Eye Jewelers. So stop in and add jewelry to your wishes and dreams list at the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Row, downtown Prescott. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. You guys ready for this? We have Dan Henry and Caleb Williams from the band All She Wrote in studio, and they're going to play their original song, I Gave Up the Whiskey, for us.
All right, here we go. Down in Phoenix, you got her name in lights. Christmas in Prescott is a beautiful sight. Life is better than it's been in so long. I gave up the whiskey, I can't give up the song. The ghost of my past, she lives in Jerome. Turn to the bottle, 'cause it felt like home. But I tell you I haven't had the shakes in so long. I gave up the whiskey, I can't give up the song. Give up your cheating heart, I'm still singing the blues. The bottle was my best friend, if I'm telling the truth. I finally found a place where I think I belong. I gave up the whiskey, I can't give up the song. My undying thirst is finally quenched. I picked myself up, climbed out of the ditch. I found a good woman who stays by my side. I figured out the things that matter in life. Give up your cheating heart, still singing the blues. The bottle was my best friend, if I'm telling the truth. I finally found a place where I think I belong. I give up the whiskey, I can't give up the songs. I give up the whiskey, but I can't give up the song.
Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, what a beautiful song. There's a lot of heart in that song, and I'm thinking there's a story behind that.
It's a true story.
Yeah, a true story, every word, huh?
That's
Well,
right.
that's amazing. Tell me about the songwriting process. Do you all collaborate? You do it on your own? How does it work?
It depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just kind of come in with a blueprint and we flesh it out in the practice room. Sometimes I write the whole thing, like this one.
Yeah.
It was actually funny because I've been sober for like 7 years, but I still have all these old songs about drinking and about
Yeah.
whiskey and all these things. And at the end of a show, our drummer Dave was like, "Man, you sure sing a lot about whiskey for a guy who doesn't drink." And I said, "I can't give up the songs.
Yeah.
The songs are still too good."
Right.
And so that night, I guess I woke up that morning with that line in my head, and I wrote the whole song that morning.
Wow, it's really a great song. I'm sure
Thank
it
you.
resonates with a lot of people. Definitely. Well, you want to sing another one for us?
Sure.
Okay. What are
We're
we
gonna do one of the newest ones.
Okay.
I got the lyrics here in case I forget.
That's perfect.
This is, I wrote this on the way back from Bisbee. We played a gig down there, and I was just driving back early in the morning, and just the first few lines came to me.
Love it.
She moved from Benson to Bisbee when the bottom fell out. Sold off her things, took off her rings, and bought a little store from downtown. Things you do will affect you. The things you don't do can affect you too. She came unhinged like a screen door on a trailer of rust. Took up with folks full of drugs and bad jokes and started misgiving her trust. Things you do will affect you. The things you don't do can affect you too. It's all good, she said, it's all good with me. But there's pain in her eyes, pain the others can't see. The dream she had is becoming quite bleak. She keeps holding on, holding on to the dream. She moved from Benson to Bisbee when the bottom fell out. Sold all the things, took off the rings, and bought a little storefront downtown.
I love it. I love it. That was fantastic. I love how your songs are about your life, and you talk about the area you live, where you came from, where you've been, where you're coming home from. Wow. So that just comes to you, huh? You've got that talent.
I've been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
The key is just to write it down immediately, or
Yeah.
it'll be gone.
Yeah. How many songs have you written, Caleb?
No idea.
None.
100 maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. All right, we're going to take one more commercial break, or another commercial break, and when we come back, more with All She Wrote here on Leza Live. Stay with us. So, ladies, Prescott Women's Clinic is your one stop for complete women's health care, from routine checkups and prenatal care to hormone replacement and menopause management. They've got you covered. Their experienced and caring team offers personalized care for every stage of your life, whether you're just starting a family or you're focusing on your wellness. You deserve the best care, and Prescott Women's Clinic is here to provide it. With 2 convenient locations, Prescott and Prescott Valley. Take control of your health and schedule that appointment today. You're worth it. Give them a call, 928-778-4300, or check them out online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We're rocking out this morning with the band All She Wrote. We have Caleb Williams and Dan Henry in studio, missing the drummer, Dave Frederick, but we really don't have room in here for a drum set, do we, Matt?
We're having a hard time with Caleb and Dan. I mean,
Hey, I think it's working out great. They sound good to me.
no, it sounds great.
Yeah,
It's just, yeah. We need to move tables and
Right,
move like
right.
desks and people and walls.
Right. Well, Drew said you're usually rocking out on your electric guitar. Do you prefer electric over acoustic? Because your acoustic sounds amazing.
No, it depends. I like both.
Yeah.
It's just kind of what we do as a band. It's like 3-piece rock and roll.
Yeah.
Loud rock.
Right.
And Dave doesn't like playing bongos or anything, so he usually doesn't come to these gigs. If he can't really pound on something really hard and hurt people's ears, he's
exactly.
like, he's not
Why
interested.
bother? Yeah, why bother? I hear you. So, you guys play around town. You just played the what was it? The Zoo After Night, Zoo at Night. Park
Yeah.
After Dark. I knew it was a clever name. Park After Dark. Drew came back and he's like, "Oh, we got to get this band on the show." And so you have some gigs coming up that people can catch you live.
Yeah, this weekend we're playing at it's a new venue. I think it's sort of their grand opening. It's called the Fairweather Social Club.
Oh, right.
It's on Cortez.
Yes,
So it's going to be brand new. We've never played there. So we're just going to
that's awesome.
set up and do our thing.
Cool. Is it Friday and Saturday or
Just Saturday.
Just Saturday. What time?
4 to 8.
4 to 8. Okay.
We're looking at the weather. It's an outdoor show, so
Yeah.
we're going to try to finish up before it's freezing.
So they have an outdoor venue there, huh?
Yeah.
Out back.
Yeah, it's out back. There's a stage, and I haven't seen the place.
Yeah.
I remember when it was under construction, we just happened to be playing in the area, and we were like, what is this place?
Right.
What is this going to be? But it looks like an outdoor stage and maybe an open bar
Cool.
that opens up to the outside.
How
maybe.
cool. Well, we'll have to check that out. And then it looks like you have October 25th, you'll be at Whiskey River Tavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then November 16th, the Spirit Room in Jerome.
Yep.
Have you played there before?
Once before.
That's
yeah.
got to be so cool. I mean, all these venues are awesome.
It was
but
a blast.
The Spirit Room, yeah.
That's one we've been trying to do for a while.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll do it again. Continue to go up there because it's fun. It's
Yeah.
such a cool place.
It really is. It's really
There's
really
a lot of
unique.
musical history
For
at
sure.
the Spirit Room.
Yes.
I
yes.
think a ghost might have followed me home. It's gone now.
I've heard that happens. Up there. Well, what's the most memorable gig you've played so far? You guys can together or even separately?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That one was good. I like
Yeah.
the Spirit
Yeah.
Room a lot.
Yeah.
Spirit Room, Museum Club too, in Flagstaff.
Oh, in Flagstaff.
That's
probably the one.
Yeah.
Because the sound guy, we got there early and he sort of took us on a tour of the whole building. We
Right.
got to crawl up into this, it's like living space
Yeah.
that people used to live up in the sort of attic area.
Above the bar.
And he was also like taking us around saying, this is where the brothel was. This is where this, and it was just really cool.
Yeah, that
it was
is
cool
cool.
to see all that and to play in such a historic stage.
Yes, absolutely. I've been to the Museum Club up there. Very cool. Well, if people want to hear your music and they can't get to a show, you've got a website and you've got what do you have out right now as far as albums? You've got tracks. How does it work?
Well, yeah, we did an album last year. Well, I guess it was this year, but we had it pressed to vinyl.
That's cool.
You can get those at shows or on our website, allshewroteband.com.
Okay.
And we also sell them on little flash drive USBs for
Very
people.
cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do CDs this time because no one buys CDs
Well,
anymore.
yeah, and we don't have a CD player in our cars anymore.
Right.
Isn't that weird? So,
Hey,
so is
you're
that the
speak
new
for
thing?
yourself.
Is that the new thing? Get it on USB, then you can download it onto your whatever your device, and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not extremely popular yet, but I figured it was just like the best option.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I love it. I
But
love
we're
it.
also on Spotify and all those things too.
Right. So your album, how many tracks are on it?
9 tracks.
9 tracks. Are they all original?
All original.
Yeah.
And actually, the new flash drive ones have 10 tracks because we did the album before we wrote I Gave Up the Whiskey.
So you added that.
Yeah, it's on there too. There's also videos and art and stuff on there too.
Very cool. Very cool. Check it out. You have a Facebook page people can follow you?
Yep. Facebook, Instagram, all the things.
All the things. Fantastic. What's the biggest challenge you faced as a local band? Is there something that stands out more than others?
It was more just kind of getting our first gig.
Sure.
We were in the garage jamming for several months.
Yeah.
Sending out emails, talking to people. And I was just like, dude, if we can just get one gig, good things will start happening.
Yeah.
And finally, I had been trying to talk to the owner / booking agent of Whiskey River via Facebook Messenger. Like, hey, we're still here.
Yeah.
Can we get a gig?
Yeah.
And finally, I just sent like this really stupid, like animated GIF thing of this guy dancing.
Yeah.
And she LOL'd it.
Lori did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, by the way,
yeah.
can we get a gig? And
Right.
she was kind enough to give us our first show.
Fabulous.
And so I told people, please take videos. And so
Right.
it just kind of went from there. And
Yeah.
sort of once you break that open, you start getting more gigs.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was more just breaking into the scene.
Was the toughest
It was perfect because that was
Yeah.
January of that year.
Mm-hmm.
It was the very beginning of the year, and we went through and counted it up. We played like just a little under 50 shows that year.
Wow.
And it really all
It just
started
took
there
off.
at Whiskey River, which is still just kind of like
Well,
Thank
it's
you,
our home
Lori.
base. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Lori. We love you.
we love that venue as well. I mean,
Yeah.
that's been around, lots of different restaurants and bars in there, and it's one of our favorites, that patio out back. Fantastic. All right, so you want to play another song when we come back after this quick break? One more break.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, more with All She Wrote coming up next on Leza Live. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM. KYCA having a great time with the band All She Wrote this morning. We have Caleb Williams and Dan Henry in studio. And you're going to sing another song for us, correct?
Sure.
What you got?
This is a song I wrote when I was living in Austin, and it's just a simple song about a girl. It's on Spotify. It's called Black Eyed Doll.
All right.
Swing with me, my black-eyed doll. When days get gray, I need you. You know I'll always want you. But this old city, she's bringing me down. shouldn't have to bear the brunt of this place. It's not deserving of your tears. I see the sunstroke in your eyes, and all your misplaced maternal fears. Oh no, love and hatred, understated, beneath your cold black eyes. Kiss me goodbye, my black-eyed dog. I hold a place for you always. Kiss me goodbye, my black-eyed dog. I keep a piece of you always, always.
Wow, that was amazing. That's got to be a fan favorite, that one, right?
Some people.
Yeah, yeah. We put that one on my list. That is fantastic. The band All She Wrote. You guys can catch them at the Fairweather Social Club this coming Saturday night. And then at Whiskey River Tavern on October 25th, November 16th at the Spirit Room in Jerome. What a treat this has been, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming in and playing for us this morning. Really.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
very
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. You want to play a couple bars to play us out? We got about 15 seconds or not. You don't have to. It's all
Okay.
good.
Summertime.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I kind of caught you off guard there.